Oh shit, I'm dead.
I think the best spy knife would have to be the one that they can use effectively.
I really like the big earner, but at the same time, I don't like getting one shot by soldiers who are randomly shooting.
Well, it's just however you can use
In that case, you probably wouldn't like the kunai.
Oh, I like using it sometimes, but if given the choice between the kunai or the big earner or any of the other knives, I'd probably choose one of the other knives.
I think the big earner's definitely got its uses. I think it might be slightly better than the Your Eternal Reward. I think because the speed buff is actually a very powerful effect.
Oh yeah, it really is. It's much better and useful for getting chain stabbed that I've found than the YER is. I mean, before the YER was like the go-to chain stab knife, but times have changed.
I think it's useful for getting chain stabs and for when you're backstabbing an engineer and his sentry is right there. It does take a lot of skill to make work though. Probably more so than any spy's other knives.
I also think that the Your Eternal Reward requires a bit of crossing your fingers that the other team isn't smart enough to notice that, hey, this person's actually dead.
When everything gets pretty chaotic, which it usually does in matches, it can actually be pretty hard to keep track of who's dead and who's not. Those split-second moments really do matter, as they can be the moments where you get backstabbed or whether you kill their spy. And the Your Eternal Reward can buy those split-second moments, which is why I don't think it's bad at all.
I forget, the spy only have 4 knives or like stock, big earner, kunai, and Your Eternal Reward. That's it, right? Like, there's there one I'm forgetting.
I think all of Spy's knives are pretty great as of now. They're all very different and very versatile in what they can do. Can you? Thank you. He is Gaben's favourite, so it doesn't surprise me that he has the most well-rounded arsenal out of all the 9 classes.
What inspired you to be a spy man?
In your opinion, which is better, the Dead Ringer or the Cloak and Dagger?
I still think it's a bit too early to say whether the Dead Ringer can be compared to the other knives, since it's recently been updated in the Jungle Inferno update. People are still figuring out what's the best knives to use with it, what's the best revolver to use with it. Though I will say, the Cloak and Dagger, it is much easier to use, just because it gives you that technically unlimited stealth. And since the Dead Ringer can no longer recharge, it's not nearly as fast as it used to be. Though the Cloak and Dagger is still much slower in terms of playstyle. So I can't personally say as of yet, though I do think both are very nice.
Mr. Paladin, I've never watched any of your videos, but you have a very soothing voice, so I think I might check some of them out.
Thank you very much.
How Spy thinks is the only reason I play TF2.
Paladin, have you ever thought about branching out the How a Spy Thinks series to like how other classes think?
I have thought about it, but there are other YouTubers that do that already. So I might hold off on it. Maybe in the future. I have considered it though.
Are you a YouTuber?
Other YouTubers do other classes, most obvious ones being Uncle Dane at Array 7.
Are you a
Oh,
YouTuber?
does Array 7 still do medic tutorial videos?
Hello, Spaghetti?
Oh shit! Mr. Paladin, it's time to put your skills against the punk stalker of this server.
Does Spaghetti have me muted or something?
Sorry, my microphone had a problem there.
Spaghetti?
It's Mr. Paladin. That's what it is.
Is it actually Mr. Paladin?
Yeah, I thought it was a soundboard at first too, but you know, this audio is too complex. For it to just be pre-recorded.
Got a bit of frame drops there.
Wait, is that actually Mr. Paladin? Why is he having muted? I don't know, can you ask him why he has me muted?
Paladin, do you have Vortex or muted? Or something? Paladin Flying Venture before.
What did he say?
He hasn't said anything.
Oh. Mr. Paladin!
Oh, well, he did say something about his mic from. So, there a second ago.
Sorry about that, I was just talking to somebody.
Is that the real Mr. Paladins?
I mean, the evidence would imply so.
Oh dear, poor soldier.
Hey, Mr. Could you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. You're actually Mr. Paladin.
Who's with me? Coming right up.
And the evidence would imply that he did, except for the fact that he's playing heavy. But I want to see him play a spy in person. That would be some shit to see.
You're getting too big for your britches.
When Mr. Paladin comes back from being AFK, who else wants to see him play Spy?
Is he actually Mr. Paladin?
I mean, all the evidence points to it. Except for the fact that he's playing heavy.
I don't even watch his videos, so...
Thinks it isn't. He was talking more than just like what a soundbite could say. Can you do his voice?
I did a few things and it looks like he's fake. Or it's an altogether. I think we can conclude that. He only has about 1,000 hours.
Lord Exor's without his medic. Take advantage.
Why must you do this to me, Snipes?
as a spy. No, he isn't. Hang on.
Spaghetti spook victim is a spy. This paladin. Funny joke, right guys?
Question, how bad is my voice right now?
It's not the worst, it's pretty bad, but it's not as bad as mine.
Why did you come back that one?
Spy is me, a medic.
Of course it lags you, right? If I go to do shit. It's got lag right now. Really? Why did it have to lag right at that moment?
Because this is TF2?
Yeah, come on. You gotta be good.